Just because we've recorded our audio, it doesn't mean that it sounds exactly like we want it to sound. By adding an effect, we might want to try and improve it. And that's what we're going to look at in this tutorial, going to look at audio effects. We'll start here then, just so that you know where we're up to. I'm only going to listen to our piano track. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to implement a delay. So as a consequence, I've muted both the first track and I've muted that audio as well, leaving just the piano to play back. Now at the moment it hasn't got any effects applied to it. It's dry, we haven't added an effect. I'll just hit play. So that's the piano dry, as it were. So let's look at adding an effect using our effects panel. You'll see these different folders. Now we're concerned with audio effects, so I'll twirl that open. Then you'll see in alphabetical order different effects. You'll see a chorus effect, a declicker, a denoiser, etc. I'm going to implement an effect then, and I'm going to choose one that I know will be very prominent. I'm not looking for subtlety. I'm going to choose this one, multi-tap delay. What I'm about to show you involves using this multi-tap delay, but on a single clip. If we had more than one clip, then using this method would mean adding it in the way I'm about to show you to every single instance of the clip. Doing it that way means you can change the settings to suit each individual clip. So I'll left click and then drag it down to my clip on the timeline. As soon as I do, well, I could play it back. But if I want to change the parameters so that it suits this particular clip, well, I would have to come to my Effect Controls tab, click on here, and now you'll see under my audio effects list, we've got that multi-tap delay introduced. You'll see all those different parameters that we could adjust specific to this delay effect for this one clip. If we had 2 or 3 clips or more, I could adjust the settings here for this clip, add another version, then add another instance of the multi-tap delay to the next clip. For that clip, change the parameters, etc, etc. You'll notice right at the top we have a bypass checkbox, so I'm going to check in there first of all so that you can hear what it sounds like without any effect. I'll hit play and then uncheck it, which means we've now made it active, the effect hasn't been bypassed. Then you'll hear the effect working on this clip. I'll start it by playing it with it bypassed, then I'll uncheck it and you'll hear the echoes introduced. Here goes then. Now you might have noticed the volume dipped when the effect was activated. That's because the effect has been mixed in with the original signal at a slightly lower level. I'll start playback once more and then I'll run right down to the bottom where it says mix. At the moment it says 50%, but I'll adjust that as it plays back. Here we go. Did you notice when it was dragged over to the left, effectively we're asking not to use this effect at 0%, whereas when I dragged it right over to the right, we are asking to use all the effect so that you can hear what I've just described. I'll play it again and once more I'll adjust my mix. And also whilst it's playing back, I'm going to fine tune the delay length and the actual level of playback. There are different levels there, levels 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's because it's a multi-tap delay. So I'll reduce all of those so it's not so obvious, and then I'll adjust the actual delay time as well. So hopefully you could hear the difference of me adjusting different parameters, levels, delays for all 4 instances of each delay. Now if you get fed up with the effect, you could bypass it and leave it like that, but you would be using some extra resources having it running in the background. So to be able to remove it, then just right click on it, then run down to clear. That removes just that instance of it from our clip. So that's how we use audio effects from within the effects panel and implementing it to one individual clip. We'll leave it here then, and in the next tutorial we'll follow this up by looking at how we can use the same effect, but from within the audio mixer. Okay, see you in a moment.